Who's taking the role of Sally Sue and saying butt plugs?
Butt plugs.
Oh,
Is that our intro?
This broadcast of As the Wasteland Burns was brought to you by Galaxy News Radio and our sponsors at Voltec, Better Living Underground, now with radioactive butt plugs.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Whoops. So, welcome back to another episode of As the Wasteland Burns. When last we had left, the group had arrived back at Minton. They were currently meeting with the Baron in the back of Jugs's tavern. He had listened to everything that the group had said regarding, what they were asked to do, what transpired, and
And we realized that we forgot a lot more than we remembered.
that's fine. You guys are all talking. She listens. You've given looks at everybody. You've given me quite a bit to think about. Please, go enjoy a hot meal, bath, and the like if you so desire. Talk to Jugs. I'll settle up with her with whatever you guys are, whatever caps or script I might have to pay her. Sally Sue immediately takes that as a, I'm out of here, and she drags Pineapple Princess with her, disappearing from the room.
I get the feeling that she's about to get drunk.
Yes,
Among other things.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too.
I look over at Saval and I say, "Didn't you have someone there too?" Is Jugs in the room?
No, Jugs is out working the bar.
No. Okay, I was like, okay, I thought so. You never really said much about it.
Greg, you pick up on the look from Maggie.
Hey, wake up.
When he says that. So, she waits for as you guys are, she waits for the rest of you to start to leave. As you guys are filing out, like, Gray, stay for a minute.
Me?
There's somebody else named Gray. I appreciate it.
Okay.
And with that, Sam leaves the room to go get a drink.
I look over at Gray and say, "Do you need any muscle?"
Why? Do you know any?
Nick leaves.
He too kind of looks around, like shrugs his shoulders.
On the other hand, leave them all rat.
No, he leaves too.
Okay.
Dismisses the guards that are in with her. They're kind of very protective, or I won't say clingy, but they're very protective. And
is this
she's
like a girl-on-girl situation?
Pretty much.
Oh, can we come back?
No.
He's like, if I can't trust her, there's nobody else I can trust. So you guys go and just wait outside. The two guards leave, and they close the door.
And we start a pillow fight.
Braid each other's hair, talk about boys.
Yeah.
Then do each other's nails.
Okay.
He gestures to the container of alcohol on the table and the cups. He says, "If you wouldn't mind, pouring one for each of us."
Okay.
Kind of hard, and you can see, her left arm is all crippled up. It's bound to her chest. Kind of hard to pour and steady at the same time.
Yep. Yeah. So I won't hesitate. I'll pour 2 glasses.
He appreciates that.
And I'll hand her one to her. Good hand. I'll hold on to mine.
2 glasses of house special, please. Weirdo with the eye patch can get his own drink. Jugs kind of chuckles. She reaches over, puts down a red glass and a green glass. And she reaches over and she goes, "Yes, you have very pretty cheeks." And she goes to walks over to Snake and walks away to go serve somebody else down the end of the bar. Maggie looks at you and says, "You guys gave me a lot to think about and to what would you do?" Takes a sip and she kind of rolls the glass slightly in her hand. So
So this is, sorry,
This is-
just for context, she's asking what
Maggie
I
asks
think
you.
she should do about
Yep.
the
But
Mine
everything that
Town.
everything that you guys just dumped at her feet.
about Minetown
Yep.
trying to sabotage this this delivery. So I'm going to say to her, sort of full transparency, I think Minton is going through a power struggle amongst the vendors.
Sorry, that's Germantown. Minton is where you are right now.
Oh, Germantown.
Sorry.
Is sort of going through a power struggle, trying to figure out who's going to run sort of the economy. And unfortunately, this delivery got caught in the middle. I think that we can't let this, their pissing contest impacts other people, so we can't let this go unanswered. Best situation, maybe there's an opportunity here to find some true sort of trade between the two that's, at least as fair as possible for both towns.
But who do we trust there? I mean, Eric was our go-between, and he,
Yeah.
Not
So
only is he dead, I would have shot him myself, but he pretty much, set us out to dry. Don't get me wrong. Go ahead.
I'll tell her that that's the part we're still trying to figure out. My initial thoughts are, what's the guy's name in Germantown?
Baron.
Is he a Baron?
Oh, you
Is it just Baron, or does he have a name?
Yeah, did we ever actually get a name for him?
I don't believe he actually gave one to you, but we can come up with one. At a line, Baron.
Must be something regal, imposing, like Dave.
Marcus.
Marcus works.
So it is written, so it shall be.
Okay. Go back up to my Germantown information. No, Baron Zeke.
Baron Zeke.
Yeah, we already
Is
named
that
him
the
as
name?
Zeke.
Oh.
Although we can retcon it to Marcus if you want.
No, Zeke is it.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's his uncle. His uncle can be Marcus.
Okay.
Extra history.
Yeah. But I'll say, the Merchants Guild, I think they need to sort of figure out how they're going to conduct business. And I think, based on sort of our limited knowledge, sort of how we prefer to do business, how we think you prefer to do business, I think Bear and Zeke would be the best sort of comrade in this. Is he perfect? Hell no. But so far he hasn't given us anything as sort of disgusting as the Merchant Guild has. He hasn't shown his ass yet, at least.
Would you be willing to take the package back to Germantown on our behalf?
Do we know what the package is?
You know from talking with Eric and the Pineapple Princess and also the caravan leader that the water merchants, some of their equipment has started to break down, and that Minton had managed to scavenge replacement parts for one of their water purifiers, and they were trading a larger amount of water than normal to get the parts sent, to get the part. Obviously, the water, there's nobody left in the caravan at this point in time. So, other than you guys and the Brahmin. So,
yeah, I guess we really are the only option to take it back. Yeah. So yes, I will agree to take it back.
I appreciate that. I do. I can send some of our guards, at least with you, to the base of the mountains off the railroad. Put you at the...
Get out there.
Oh, sorry. So she said, she stops, she takes another drink. She's like, I can send some of our guards with you, at least to, as far as the base of the mountains. Before you start the northwestern, trail back up to Germantown. So at least to make sure nothing happens.
Okay. Yeah, I'll see. Thank you. We appreciate that.
What do you want for the Brahmin?
Do you have any food? Any food rations? We need more to get back, right, Warpy? Yeah, I'm sure we do. I can hear Sam in my head right now talking about how much food we have left.
Old Rain Man style.
Yeah.
He's like, I think that can be arranged. Uh-oh, Sam is typing. Type, Sam, type.
Buddy in your channel timed out.
He figured it. Wrong button, Sam. Damn you, Sam. Wrong button.
He'll never learn. He just keeps pushing it.
Learned how to use AFK. Now he just doesn't have to stay away.
Yeah.
The minds of a child. Yeah. You guys are out there. Jugs comes by. She puts stuff, down in front of you. There's some sort of, rad roach or rad on a stick. So you got a plate of that in front of you. It smells really good. C2 is making the valiant attempt to get on top of one of the stools and just absolutely failing at it.
Oh, I'll help. I'll help C2.
You watch the stool go rocking away. He gets halfway up, and then he just slides back down again. You pick him up, and you realize that, motherfucker's heavy. You're like,
Buddy, you might need to slow down just a tad. You're getting a little.
Oh, he gives you a look. He's like, Merp.
That's okay.
And, merp, 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 merp.
And Snake dies mysteriously in his sleep.
Maybe
Little-
he sits there and he's sitting on the stool. He's looking around. Merp, merp, merp. But he looks around some more and he sits there and he's just content. Kind of, slowly
Buddy
rocking
entered
back
your
and forth.
channel.
Oh, welcome back, Sam. Did you
Sorry
press the
about
wrong
that.
button
TeamSpeak-
again?
No, TeamSpeak was acting up for some
Okay.
reason.
No.
It actually started out with y'all cutting in and out, and then suddenly
It cut
no
out.
connection whatsoever.
Yeah.
So right now, Snake has picked up a rather, and then it insulted C2's weight, but he sat him on the stool next to him. So there's food laid out in front of you.
And I negotiated food for the trip back in exchange for the Brahmin. Just for you, Sam.
Thank you. Now the question is, hold the components back.
Yeah. So there is, and we can go through the particulars.
Yeah, because we might need to sell some stuff. More stuff than we usually sell.
Place is actually kind of crowded from where you're sitting out there. You can see most of the tables are occupied. There are, the normal hard-bitten individuals that you've seen and encountered before. No familiar faces other than Baby Huey that came in, and John, Marge's brother. So you guys are, their music starts playing. Somebody's, strumming on a guitar. Yeah, like the rest of the day, you're able to, eat and drink. Rooms are offered to you here if you wish. I know you have placed, room back at the in the merchant's quarter. But
I mean, the room back in the. I mean, if we all sleep here except for Snake, then Snake can be in private back at the merchant's quarters for whatever he wanted to do.
Yeah. I just wanted my own room. Don't care where.
Yep.
yeah. So the
Besides,
large room.
I think the niceties and civilization that is Jug's bar would be lost on Snake.
Are you saying I'm not refined?
If the boot fits.
I mean, what kind of boot?
Exactly.
Boot fits, Shimotsu quits. So yeah, you guys are giving so you and Sally I'm sorry. Sally Sue, you don't have to worry about. She's off doing Sally Sue thing.
Yes, for once we can rest assured that she's not trying to crash the local economy.
Yeah, and this place doesn't have an economy. I mean, you learn that just from talking that most of the stuff as the various the scavengers are buying food. Very few caps change hands. It's mostly they're trading either components, either nuts, bolts, spark plugs, stuff like that, or in some cases, couple, might be like two rounds of 10mm gets a full meal and 2-3 drinks type of deal.
It's a barter economy at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So listening, everybody who's so Snake, if you wish, but for Sam and Saval, make me a charisma or charisma barter, whatever's better.
I should have point into charisma into speech.
And Snake, if you wish, you can do the same. Oh, there you go. Okay.
I mean, wouldn't have helped me with rules like those.
And Saval? Okay. You almost you're like you're listening and you're doing one of those, kind of leaning your head over, kind of listening, and eventually, the people that eventually you actually sit yourself at the table where you hear people talking. They kind of just look at you. They stop talking. They help you. They kind of
Yeah,
stop.
it's like they're the crazy ones. It's like, no, please proceed.
Please.
Not even hi. It's just
No.
like I'm good.
No, I'm fine. No, don't stop! Don't stop on account of me. So
That's a snake move. Well done, Swan.
You mean the thumbs up?
yeah, thumbs up.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah, I feel like Warpy, Sam, and Snake are sitting at the bar, giving him like a thumbs up. Kind of.
You might be giving him a thumbs up. Sam is completely clueless.
That's true.
And Sam's counting all the scratches in the bar top.
Yeah, I'm wondering.
No, you didn't get a failure, so no, I shouldn't say that. So you have no idea. You're just kind of eating your rad on a stick, and so I'll say what Snake hears in a minute. So, Saval. So before you became glaringly obvious at a table where you obviously shouldn't be, they're talking about running supplies out to the distillery. Vaguely remember that being mentioned previously when you were back at the cog base, or sorry, the town, the community that was outside the cog base when you were there. The circus freaks and the such. That it's going to be a pretty big run from what they were saying. That should get some alcohol flowing in part. And they kind of stop and look at you, and we better laugh. Snake, you hear? No, I shouldn't say that. You observe at one of the let's see, so at the far table back there in the corner. You can see a couple people sitting there talking, and you actually see a power core exchange hands.
Okay.
And there's various odds and ends and bits on the table, scattered among the food and empty mugs and such, or glasses. But that's like it comes out, you get to see it for like a brief second, and immediately the person on one side of the table drops it inside their jacket or inside their pouch or whatnot.
Is this like power core? Is it like a armor power core or?
Yep.
Fusion core. Yep.
We have fusion cores.
Yep.
Yeah, various stages.
I'm gonna.
Uh-oh. Am I about to get DC again? Is that completely
No.
cut out?
No, he didn't say anything.
No, I'm trying to decide what I want to do.
He's still thinking.
Wait. All right.
Thinking hard.
Snake is gonna reach in his backpack and pull out his bottle of cologne. And spray some on, and he's gonna spray some on C2 too.
Okay.
Strawberries.
And then C2 and I are gonna come over here to this table, and we're gonna be like,
What you doing?
"Hi guys, I've got something you've probably not seen before."
Oh God!
A talking mole rat.
And I put
Uh,
Even
C2.
C2,
I was
C2
thinking
kind
he'd
of
whip
stops and he
something
kind of
else
looks at
out.
you. He's like, "Mer?"
He's like, "Have I seen it?"
And then C2 and I just kind of sit down. C2's on my lap.
Yeah, you drag a table over. You drag a table over. You drag a chair over. Sit down at the table.
I
You know,
think it should be a table.
they kind of all scoot around, making room. And it's like, okay, there, buddy. What do you got to show?
Oh, this is C2.
Oh, a mole rat. That's what you're showing them.
And those things are a dime a dozen and are a dozen to a cat out in the wasteland.
Not this one. This one is exceptional.
Spoiled.
So, you see C2 sits there and he's looking around. He's like, "Merp," and he's like, "Merp, merp, merp, merp," and he's waving his hands in the air, and he stops and he gets his little monocle out and pops it in. They're all sitting there. They're like, dumbfounded for a moment. Well,
And then Snake gets out a cigarette, and then C2 and I have a cigarette.
okay. Damn, Sim just drinks alone.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, what was the purpose of your C2 show and tell? Just wondering. Asking for a friend.
Well, I mean, besides going over and murdering these folks and taking the power cell, we have to ingratiate ourselves first, and so I'm working on that.
Oh, okay.
We smell nice. We look interesting. Passed a good speech test, so I apparently convinced them not
Yeah.
to just throw me out of there. So, gonna hang out and
Okay.
small talk and see where this is going. See if they're doing any more trading.
Going to schmooze.
Make me another charisma speech test and gain an extra die when you roll. So you can roll 3 dice
Because he smells so good.
because he smells so good.
Oh.
No, that's fine. That's fine. So you're listening, and they're talking. They're chatting. The man and woman are Heckle and Jekyll. The other friend that's sitting there, his name's Clyde, and they're all scavengers. They go out. They hit the various ruins and try to bring stuff back. They ask you what do you guys obviously you're some sort of warrior or guard or something like that. So what you seen, where you been. They go ahead.
C2 regales them with stories.
Clyde just sits there and listens. He's thoroughly mesmerized by C2, and he's listening as C2 tries to act out the fight with the rad scorpion, and he's kind of like scratches his head every once in a while. One of the servants comes over and they kind of wait staff clean the table, put some more stuff out, drinks over. Apparently, drinks are being placed in front of you and C2. They don't know what C2 drinks, so it looks like it's some sort of water, maybe with a little bug floating in it. Extra protein. They call it soup. And they seem to be nice. Let's see. You learned that Bartelso is still. There's still spots that you can scavenge stuff out of. They recently found a old pipe fitting building, and begin bringing stuff back from that. That's where they found some of the parts that apparently were being traded for the water that just came in.
I asked them if they're into scavenging, if they're into pre-war money.
Do I overhear this? Because I've got a lot of pure war money that I'm trying to offload.
No, they're pretty. They're not. The place is busy, so there's noise going on all around you. So no, you're a bit of distance away. Saval, for you, it's they're trying they're eating and they're kind of just glancing at you as they're eating, and as soon as they finish up, they're like, you have a good day now, and two people get up and just walk away. What the? And you can hear him. What the fuck was all that about? I don't know. He just showed up at the table. I kind of felt sorry for him. I didn't want to send him away. Yeah, he kind of looked down on his luck. Poor guy.
Oh.
Guess we could have bought him a drink. No, then he would have stayed longer.
That's what I'll wave Sam over here.
Does Sam see this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Suddenly a table opened up. You don't know how, but
Oh,
apparently-
awesome. Awesome. You
So
grabbed us a table.
you're talking with them, and they're like old world, pre-war money here isn't worth that much. Like if you're looking to exchange it, well, we know Germantown, takes it because they use it to trade with the Coggies out of the out by St. Louis. I know they take it in St. Louis.
No, haven't been down there before.
It's was nice. Kind of gone down recently. There's something I don't know how else to I can't describe it, but they've had most of the communities in there. Kind of leans in is most of the communities in there kind of have gone dark. Nobody's hearing from them. There's that reports of fighting some sort of creatures in the area. Can't say for certain. Penny. He's like looks at C2, and C2 kind of kind of holding up his radio and kind of shaking it a little bit and starts playing with it. And he's like, well, if that works, and he points at the radio. Kenny Knight is probably your best bet. He has a radio show that he puts on. He lives on this would be a riverboat.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, you can hear the oh Jesus, the orange arrow is back. I just glanced over at the screen. It's like, oh my God, it's moving. Yeah, you can tell he does when he does when he goes off air, it's usually because either he has to go deal with one of the the river creatures deciding to come investigate what's going on, or to make sure that the his home hasn't drifted away. So
I don't think I've met anybody who a riverboat before.
Oh.
Actually, I don't even think I've met anybody who has a boat before.
no, not yet, not for that, no. And you've never seen you know vaguely from listening to your brothers, what a river may be, but you've never actually nobody's seen a river.
Yeah.
You've seen the closest thing you've seen is that little trickle of toxic waste stream that went on between Bartelso and here, that bridge you guys crossed.
Yeah, I remember that.
Where you found the power armor boot.
I'll ask him. I'll be like, I've never seen a river before. Like, what's it look like?
Well, depending on where you're standing, some of it is. Some sections are filled with the sludge and the radiation and everything like that. But the glow that comes off of there at night and the sparks that fill the air, it's rather calming. And then to see the river itself, I don't think I can do. I think I can do it justice. I've never seen that much water in any one spot, and not like this. Not like where Charlie is outside. I mean, actual clean. Well, guess it's clean, but actual water, just there.
That sounds really nice.
It is. It actually is. Actually is. He gets a little, eyes kind of glaze over as he's, remembering. He's got a smile on his face.
Mm.
So anyway, I'm sorry. Back to your question. So if you had pre-war money, probably Germantown. You can find there's some money lenders or exchangers that'll take your script or your pre-war money and exchange it for caps or trade goods or whatever the case might be. And after that, the cog base itself is probably, and Sam, you can hear this part. And he's like, yeah, it's like, the other plot spot would be, the actual, St. Louis itself.
I mean,
Are you there?
are you guys traders, or I know you said scavengers, but what do you do with the stuff you get?
Most of it we take to the either to the Baroness or and drop it off with her. We get our food rations or ammo or whatever we need, depending on what it is. Some of the stuff we take to the gunsmith, drop it off with him. If he's looking for specific parts or we need again ammo. And then when the the big times, the exciting times, and he gets all excited, agitated about this is like that's when the merchants come in.
Merchants.
Yeah. So it's kind of like an outdoor party. We set up stalls, and they come along, they look at the stuff, we're trading, we're haggling. Some stuff, we might not need it for ourselves. We can trade it with other people that we know each other, that we know, or it might be another merchant coming in looking for something, and we can, we trade, from merchant A to merchant B. And it's good times.
Any big scores recently then from that?
Ooh. Yeah, he starts to say something, and he's like, "Ow, what?" And you can see, this is Heckle talking to you. Jekyll kind of looks at him. He's like, "No big scores."
Oh, that's a shame.
Clyde's like, "Yeah, but tell him about me. Shut up, you." Okay. He kind of reaches out to try to touch the mole rat, and C2 kind of bats his hand away.
Little poogie swipe.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Pulls it back, and he's rubbing it. He's like, goes back to drinking or taking the dregs, polishing it off.
Okay, well, I'm not gonna push that anymore.
Okay. But yeah, it looks like the Heckle wanted to tell you guys. Jekyll kind of shut him down.
Maybe later.
You and Marge, Gray, probably polish off about 2/3 of the bottle that's there.
Ooh.
Ooh.
So,
Hello, fight.
And all
He's
of
like-
our clothes fall off.
I don't know how it happened. I went over to borrow a cup of sugar, ended up naked in the bedroom. So two of you continue. It's talking. It's mostly like you learn that there's been, since you guys left, there's been at least 2 other attempts on her life.
Yikes.
One of them they left her crippled up like this. She asked them the same question that she she had asked before, if you had heard anything about Fort Strasser, the leader of the mercenaries that had, you know, kicked off this entire shindig, and you know, if you find them, you know, put a bullet in it, put a bullet in them. You don't even have to bring back proof. You know, just still kind of bears a grudge against him. Nobody's taking your bets, Sam. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry. Nobody's taking that gentleman's bets. Every once in a while, people look around looking for. They only see the one mole rat, and they're like, it's like he's not fighting anybody, is he? No. Got a monocle. How do you got what's a monocle? He's got a half an eyepiece in his eye. Oh, that must hurt. You can excuse yourself at any time if you like. Gray, if you desire. You can see she's, speech is a little slurred and everything like that.
Yeah. So I guess when there's a sort of natural lull in the conversation, we're going to be here at least another day.
Oh, probably, if not that, yeah.
Yeah. And so, I'll, what time of day is it?
This was, let's see, when you got here, probably mid-morning. So it's probably sometime in the evening by the time because given the crowd and everything that's in here. So it's probably early evening.
Okay. Yeah. So I'll say goodnight to her and tell her, think
Yeah, I
about
should be getting back.
what I said, and we can talk about it more tomorrow.
She appreciates that. She gets up, heads, she walks with you out to the door. There, she picks up her two chaperones, which have been, standing there waiting, and the three of them, joined by a fourth who was in the bar itself. They head off this way and out. They head through the door. So, Sam, you see Gray come out. She's chatting with the Baron, her guards, and then another gentleman another guard joins her, and they head through the door towards the restroom, and then disappear wherever.
Before he can control himself, Sam suddenly has the urge to wave and waves.
Okay. Stops and she looks at you, and she, with her good arm, she waves back at you.
Great.
What is going on with Sam tonight?
Well, Sam's not here, so somebody's got to do it.
Okay. Jug's kind of, it's got a platter or a platter full of stuff. She kind of does a spin around you, Miss Gray, and then works her way out across towards the side of the bar and through, taking stuff out. You can see the little dwarf sitting there on the chair. I'm sorry, little person. Kneecapper, sawed-off shotgun just laying across his lap. He's just can't see a damn thing over the bar from where he's sitting, but he's just there.
Okay.
You can see Sam and Saval sitting at a table. Snake sitting with a bunch of other people chatting. Every once in a while, somebody yells out. Okay, well, 30 caps up for the mole rat.
Oh gosh, what have they been doing while I was talking to Jugs?
Sam's been a good boy for once.
Which is suspicious.
Mm-hmm.
Sam, who are you ordering stew for?
Myself and Saval.
Okay. Yep. Somebody comes over. You can see one of the wait staff comes over. Clears the table for the stuff that the other people were left behind, and eventually comes 3 caps for 2 bowls of stew.
I happily pay her. I realized the Baron said that she would take care of it, but Still pay her.
Okay.
So it's 3 each.
No, just 3.
No, just 3.
Flat 3. Each of you roll me a Pipway.
Each of who?
Saval and Sam.
Okay.
Saval, you take 1 point of radiation damage.
Figured something was coming.
Yeah. It was
This
very
stew
good.
is radioactive?
Yes, it is.
Extra flavor.
It's got that nice little green oilish tint to the top. It kind of shimmers in the light. But it's very, very hearty and very filling. Chock full of potatoes and some sort of corn and other things, along with radroot.
Okay.
Gray, where do you go from where you're at? Obviously, other than the fact that you can't stay there because you realize you're in the way.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Is Snake still talking to these people?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go sit next to Saval. And
Go wherever
I'll-
he's not.
I'll get caught up on what's been going on out here.
As Miss Ray is coming over, I'll plot out share for her.
Oh, thanks. Seeing
Yes, I'll wait
the
down the
oil.
server and get another. Or do you want a serving?
No, I was gonna say seeing the green oil slick on the top of the stew. I will pass on the radiation damage.
Do it yourself.
Yeah, the little you see a little mouth on the side of Sam's neck goes, yeah, it's perfectly fine. So, okay. The 2 of you can bring her up to speed. I mean, it's as I described to you, Gray. Places hopping, people coming and going quickly as a table or a bench area empties out. It fills right back up again.
Doing steady business.
Most of the trade, most of the payment comes in the form of either some form of trade, couple rounds of ammo, buys a pretty good meal, junk and scrap, trade hands. There was a while somebody comes out with a grab stuff, loads it into a box or a crate and take. It doesn't seem unreasonable. You're figuring, well, Sally Sue could probably tell you, so. Occupied.
Yeah, I'll mention to Sam that I negotiated enough food to get us back to Germantown.
Great.
Yeah, and it's you guys agreed to take the package back, so and it's evening. What does the group want to do? Is there anything the group wants to do right now?
Well, I assume that the gunsmith is probably close by now.
Don't know till you try.
It would be probably better to wait till morning.
Okay.
So in which case, Sam is going to avail himself of a bath and, yeah.
Okay. You are so you guys. So you and Sam are okay. So I'm gonna click on rooms. So Gray, you're in this room here. Sam and Saval are in this. I think you have the room that back in the merchant quarters for for you to use as you see fit. They finish their meal. They it's like, hey, we have you like, stop by to see us in the morning. Come back with a pretty decent haul, and we're gonna have it. We got a little shop and a little, not much, a bit of a lean-to, but we have a little shop down by in the merchants' quarter. Not the merchants' quarter, in the shop. The shop area, and where we can sell stuff. Might be something there that catches your eye.
Okay, yeah, I might drop by.
I appreciate that. Three of them get up and they kind of wander out, and again Clyde is kind of reaching out to to grab C2, and C2 kind of like ow! He grabs his hand, pulls it back. You can see a little bit of a welt on there. It's like the other two just look at him. It's like he never learns. Nope.
Don't
Yeah,
pet
that's
an
what I
Good boy.
man's mole rat.
I mean, we've had one too many mole rat kidnapping attempts, so.
Okay. Sam, you're squeaky clean. Saval, Miss Gray, if you wish to, utilize the tub in your room. Water is brought into you. It's kind of lukewarm. It's not the hottest, but it's better than hobo bath. So.
Hey, it works. So yeah.
Nick, how long do you stay at the table?
Stay for a while. Till things kind of start dying out around. I don't have anywhere particularly to go. I'll still play with that thing later, but might as well wait for everybody to fight down anyway.
No, it's late. Obviously you can't tell time, but you can hear the clanging of a bell in the distance. Jugs kind of walks over and she's like, "Honey, you don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. We're gonna close up."
Oh, I thought you were open all night.
No, even I. You think I look this beautiful all the time? And she kind of heaves everything up. This takes a lot of work to make me look this gorgeous.
Oh, I thought it was natural.
Oh, some of it is, and she's like, "You charmer." She puts a glass down in front. She goes, pulls the glass out of somewhere, and drops it down in front of here. One for the road.
I'll take it, thank you. I'll be back. We'll be here for a couple days.
Okay. I'll be
Okay.
here. I'll be here.
Okay. Me and C2 get up and we start hobbling out.
Okay. Switch the map over for a minute. You were here at Jugs. So, you start heading back through town. You can see that there are barrels here and there that are lit. There are some, strings of lights, lit up here and there. You can see the faint glow from here of the toxic pit. So we'll need to leave tomorrow.
Hey, if we want to ditch Snake, that's what we're gonna have to do.
So, and Snake, you meander through town. You can hear sounds of laughter here and there. Kid crying, argument. Not. Eventually, make your way back to the merchants.
Which one's the merchant?
All the way back over here.
Okay. Alrighty.
You gotta go clean through town.
Yep.
And you go into your room, 4 empty bunks, greet you. C2 goes over and he kind of clambers up on top of one of the foot lockers at the bottom and clambers in the bed and kind of just rolls over, falls on his back, and you can hear him falling logs.
And you are
Occasional bit of gas comes out.
you are an old man. Jeez. Okay, well I'll get out.
He kind of just waves a poogie in his air, like. Mur, 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 mur.
And you hear
Shut the
loud
hell up.
flashbangs.
I look at him and I say, "You're supposed to help me figure this thing out," and I'm gonna get out the this box that made me invisible.
Okay. So you're looking at the box, and you can see it is almost not. Yeah, it is about 4. I don't know. It's actually probably about a foot long. Not too thick. You can see there's a pair. There's a dial on the side, a couple toggle switches on the opposite side. Make an intelligence science roll.
And could I do maybe luck science?
Spend a point of luck instead. Yep.
Yeah, okay, I'll spend a point of luck.
Okay.
Science. Definitely.
You're looking and you go through. You flip the toggle switches on the side. You turn the dial. You're pressing on the other side. If it worked, it's not working at this point in time. Or there's something that you're missing and you're not sure. It doesn't light up at all like it did before. So maybe there's no power, or something broke inside.
Is there like an obvious place where power core goes, fusion core?
Looking, you do see that there is a spot on the side. It has a hinged handle that you can pull out, and you turn it, and it actually you can see a cap come off the side. Looking inside, see that there are a pair of oddly shaped power cells. Not a fusion core. Fusion core is big. Fusion core is like a Foster's beer can in size. These are more like energy drink cans, like the smaller ones, like Red Bull, in size. So it looks like it's designed to hold 2 of those. It looks like it's designed to hold one of those, being a long one.
Is that like the power core that those guys traded at the table?
No, the power cord that they traded was the big one like you had for the that you have in your possession too.
Okay.
So, but the smaller ones, Sam may know what they are. You've never seen Sam or Saval use one that's that size or shape. But you can see there's funny writing on it. It looks like like a bunch of. For you not knowing how to read, still can identify what the symbols are. This just looks like a bunch of squiggly lines going, like some of them are connected, some of them are up and down, some of them they're going instead of going from left to right, they're going from top to bottom, and they wrap around the cylinder.
Okay.
But it's not anything that you've never seen any markings like that before. So you figure if you can get either the battery there charged or replaced, it may work again. You can see there's a spot where there's leather straps or of some sort would have gone through. You don't think it's designed to go into your belt, or not your belt. I'm sorry, your arm, kind of like Sam's Pip-Boy does.
Uh-huh.
But it looks like it's designed to maybe belt loop, kind of fit it on your side, on your like a fanny pack, fit it there, and then you can reach over and flip the button to turn it on and off, type the deal.
Okay. Well, while I'm at it, I'm going to pull out. No, I don't need Google. While I'm at it, I'm going to pull out. Also, I had the rectangular metal
Google
box.
that you speak of.
It's the size of a keyboard. It had faded black and yellow hazard stripes on it. Just take a look at that too.
Okay, you pull that out. You're looking at that, and again, make another. If you want to spend another point of luck, you can. And you can make another luck science roll.
Luck science. Okay. Luck science. No. Oh, jeez.
Okay, so you're looking at it. You see that there is a pair of push tabs on the left and right side. Box has a little bit of weight behind it. And you flip it over, you're looking at it. There's no, other than those two push tabs on either side, there's no other spot where like it plugs into something or it hooks up to something, that type of deal. You can see that on the, running your hand along the, we'll say it's looking at you. So if you run along the top of the keyboard, you feel there's like a little lip that runs all the way around, and you pull the two toggle switches, two pull tabs. I'm sorry, towards you, and you can hear a click. It takes, even for you with your strength, because of maybe age or whatnot, it takes a little bit of work to get the to get enough of a finger grip to lift the lid, but you're able to pop the lid open and look inside. Laying inside appears to be a series of circuit boards. You know that from looking at some of the stuff that Sam's worked on. What they do, what it's supposed to do, you're not exactly sure. Going from left to right, they're sitting in there. It looks like they are hooked into place. There's some tabs on the side that where pop them out. And looking along the same spots where the pull tabs were, if you pull them out all the way, it actually has an opening, and there's a spot on either side where you can slide a cable through of some sort.
No, I'm not gonna push my luck with this tonight. I'll go ahead and start putting it back together then.
Okay.
Just make a mental note of I might eventually have to find someone that might know what this is.
Okay.
Probably above Sam's pay grade, so I can bother with that.
Okay. Yeah. Like
I just think that to myself. Above Sam's pay grade.
Okay. So you go along and you
I'll pack it all away and go to bed.
Yep. Okay.
And I'll look over at C2 and I'll be like, you were a bunch of help tonight.
C2 kind of he's done. He's like, yep, don't care.
Okay.
So night passes uneventfully. There's no no attack. Nobody's been eaten, devoured by anything, any of the critters in the wasteland.
You mean C2 hasn't finally decided to eat Snake?
No.
Oh wow.
Nope. So yep, yeah. C2 goes. Everybody's up. Everybody's about. You can hear the sound. People still cleaning up or setting stuff up. Outside the area where you're sleeping at Jugs. You can hear Snake. You hear somebody call out. Breakfast is here. Eat it while it's still hot.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sleep more.
Okay. So, yeah, C2's still zonked. So, Gray, Sam, and Saval, what are the three of you doing?
was gonna say, speaking of getting ready for the morning, what's the GM wearing tonight?
Well,
Ooh.
yes. The GM is actually in his Joe Boxer PJs. He is chillaxing. He didn't have as a tough as a day as Gray and Snake did, but he's got all his outdoor work done today, so he can go out tomorrow. Just chillaxing. So Gray and Sam and Saval.
Yeah, what's for breakfast?
So
Gray didn't have any rad stew last night, so I'm a little hungry.
you go out and you ask. She Jugs is there, but she kind of looks at you and she's like, "Oh, yeah, breakfast. Well, I can go along and whip up red roach omelet for you." Chop up some potatoes and everything like that. I think you'll like it. Ramen cheese.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay. Like, yeah. Comes over, she sits down a coffee cup. Oh, sorry, she sits down. Yeah, it's a coffee cup. Some sort of steaming brown liquid in there. So drink that.
I'll drink it.
You are awake.
Woo!
Whatever it is, yeah, it goes. Your eyes go wide. You're looking around. It's like, oh well, yeah, this is really good.
Nice. What is this?
It is something that we grow in the hills back over there. Kind of gestures outside. She just points in the general direction. Off to her left. They use it. Brew it for some of the scabs that go out, so that they're awake and on alert.
This is good shit.
It is. It very much so is. He puts down a. She puts down a heaping pile of brownish white fluffy material. You can see bits and pieces of vegetables and such here and there. Puts down 2 little containers in front of you. So this is salt and pepper. You can add that if you want to add a little extra flavor to the meal. But give it a try. Tell me what you think. Smells
Okay.
different.
Yeah, I'll try it as is, and then I'll try putting a little bit of the salt and pepper stuff on it, like she said.
It tastes very good. Sam, are we down EP in the group?
Hold on, let me check. Hold on. Whenever it decides to come up. Thank you. We're at 5.
5? Okay. You have 7 right now.
Woo!
Woo! Okay.
Was that the coffee or the?
No, that's the meal that she just laid out in front of her. So you'll keep that extra point. You'll keep that extra point till you end up using it, but you won't be able to. That 7's kind of like a bonus right now.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. Delish.
Oh, the food is actually pretty good.
Let me just
Okay.
get beamed up. What was that?
I don't know what that noise was. I heard that too.
Pay no mind to the strange noises.
Uh-huh.
Don't mind what's going on out there.
the coffee ticket.
Gray's powered up now. Okay.
Yep. Okay.
So, yeah, you're feeling pretty good right now, Miss Gray.
Sweet. Let's go shoot some shit.
Somebody's
go
gonna
by the-
die, and it's not me. What? Okay. Sam and Saval, what are the two of you doing?
Well, were we included in breakfast, or are we fending for
No,
ourselves?
you're on your own.
Oh,
She-
great,
she-
great, great.
Yeah, you can go out and ask.
I'm not your mother.
I might as
Fair
well just go to get some food and drink, and then either head to the bazaar or the gun shop.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow you. So
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So she comes out. She puts 2 cups of coffee down for you, and a plate of chunks of meat, a little bit of bread. She sits off. She sits there. Tough and chewy, but it's pretty good.
It's the wasteland's best.
Mystery meat.
As long as it's not the lung pork, we'll be fine.
It's what's for dinner.
Yeah.
You. Okay. So everybody finishes their meals. So Sam, where do you want to go first? You'll have to walk through the town proper to get to the gun shop.
Yeah, might as well go through the bazaar first and then head to the gun shop.
Okay. While you're tagging along. Okay. Gray, where would you like to go?
Yeah, I'll go with them.
Okay.
I have no idea where Snake and C2 are, but I don't see any dead bodies, so I'm sure they're fine.
I mean,
No
who
buildings on
cares where-
fire.
Who cares where Snake is? C2, I'll admit, is important. Where the heck did Addie get off? I mean, where the heck did Sally Sue get off to?
She and Pineapple Princess are busy.
Okay.
So, okay, you head out from Jugs. You know that the trailer building right next to Jugs is docks. You head down to the bazaar, and you're walking through the bazaar, the other shops that are down by the toxic pit, and the 3 of you make me a barter charisma or barter intelligence roll. Something that catches your eye. Whatever the better roll is.
Hey, 1 success. More than I was hoping for. Well,
Oh. There we go. Okay.
sorry, I was trying to decide which one to roll.
isn't your intelligence higher?
Yes, I just realized that after I clicked OK to roll it.
Okay.
Okay. So, nothing really catches your eye. You're looking. Junk and more junk and bits of junk mixed in with junk. Sam, you're coming through. You come across at least one shop selling pre-war money. Also see there's a small cache of 38 caliber rounds sitting there that seem to be going for a decent price. Now, granted, nobody really uses 38 anymore,
No.
but it is there.
Okay, I'll make a note of the 38, but what's the other item?
So there's some pre-war money
Got it.
that people are selling. You do find a single person, actually, yes. You find a single person selling, one person selling a single dose of Radix.
Diluted?
Diluted?
Is it diluted?
Oh no, sorry, diluted. No, it's actually a a undiluted, untainted Radix container.
Well,
Pure shit.
that's rather useful. How much?
40 caps in trade or 40 caps or 40 caps worth of trade goods.
Hold on, try and can get something for them. So hang on, T2's a little poogie.
They might trade you for your pre-war money.
They might, but at the same time, it's a briefcase full of pre-war money. I kind of want to see if Germantown or COG will pay better for it.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. I have some giant boneworm bits. I assume he doesn't want those.
What was that again? I'm sorry.
I have some giant boneworm bits.
Nah, he doesn't want to.
Okay. I have a welder's visor.
I'll take that.
Okay.
What else you got?
Welder's visor. They are not getting my dose of overdrive. Hmm. A technician's jumpsuit.
Oh, definitely take that.
Okay. And huh. A standard laser pistol.
You kind of look at bring us a pistol for. Sure, yeah, we'll take it. Oh, all sales will final. Thank you.
Wait! I want my change.
Change? No. What are you talking about? There's no change. All sales will final.
All sales might be final, but I demand a fair trade.
He hands the las gun back. It's like, okay, what else you got then?
Fine. What will the technician's jumpsuit and the welding mask knock off the price? Actually, I'll throw in a hard hat and a threadbare lab coat.
Deal.
Okay, yeah, that's probably about even.
Miss Gray, you're looking through, and you come across buried under a pile of obvious garbage. Come across a single magazine. Seems to be in pretty good shape.
Of
It is a
ammo or like a reading?
reading
like a-
magazine.
Okay.
It was Astonishing Awesome Tales issue 9. And it says Science Gone Mad. Now looking at that, flipping through, it is designed to Perk that it gives is +2 energy damage resistance perk.
Oh.
Reading it will give you that perk. It's a one-shot deal. Once you read it, you can't get it again. You can opt to next time you level up, spend your perk point to make that permanent.
Oh. Okay. Uh, would that be a? Would I increase like my base damage resistance? Is that how that would work?
Yes,
Okay. How much?
100 caps.
Ooh. Or I can trade, right?
Or you can trade.
Okay. So I have, unless anybody wants it, but I don't think they do. I have a combat rifle.
Okay.
With
Any
it,
mods to it?
advanced receiver, shielded barrel, sharpshooter grips.
Sharpshooter grips. And what was the other one?
Advanced receiver, shielded barrel.
Yeah. That's okay. Done.
All sales final.
Is that a good trade, Warpy?
100
100 caps is a lot.
advanced receiver, shielded barrel, and sharpshooter's grip.
On a
And
combat
then
rifle?
what's the base price of a combat rifle? Ooh. Well, I don't think you would sell it for that price total, so about half that. So it probably came out about, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. So you now have the magazine. It's in relatively good shape.
The magazine would be a good perk for one of us to take, with us seeing more and more energy weapons.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking I would take it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beyond that, there's really not much else in the bazaar. Sorry, Sam. If you're looking for parts
Bus
for the
components?
battle bus,
Yep.
you're able to find stuff here. No capstone item, as I described previously. Well, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Hold on.
No capstone items or capstone
I'm,
items?
I'm looking to see as we had. We'll have Sam to be anally penetrated by a Deathclaw. Safe words.
Wait, what? Please repeat.
Nope.
You want to do it again?
Apparently he does. So okay, we'll have that happen a second time.
What did you say?
I still written down Sam to be anally penetrated by Deathclaw. Safe word is.
Where did that come from?
I have no
Best
idea.
note.
But that's been written down for a long time.
Like I said, you want to do it again?
That might best be the best game note ever.
Okay, so we found the generic crafting bench. Go to map the. Sam, make me 3 rolls, and the
what?
first 2 will reduce the necessary successes for the last roll.
Of
Of intelligence science.
3 separate rolls of intelligence science?
So we're gonna make 2 right now, and then we'll see what we need to do for the 3rd.
Okay. 1 ringy dingy. 2 ringy dingy. Let me know why I need to do 3 ringy dingy.
You may want to spend that bonus AP that you have to roll an extra die.
Okay. 3 ringy dingy? That's not enough successes, is it?
Well, it's good, but it's not what you needed. No. So
Yeah.
you're digging through some of the scraps and parts there. You're finding circuit boards that are usable for the robot, or
Mhm.
for either to drive or replace the robot. But you're having difficulty. You don't know what's going to work and what isn't. You have a small stack that you've gathered from one of the merchants that are there. You're looking at about, if you had 2 las guns, you could probably get all the parts that are there.
Hold on. One last gun. One last gun. One last gun. I'll throw in a 10mm pistol.
What else?
Currently looking through. We have a 5.56 hunting rifle with a fin barrel and an advanced receiver.
If you don't want to take it for the mods, they'll take all 3. They'll take the
Well, the
pistol.
advanced is a 5.56 advanced receiver, so it's not really anything we would use.
Okay.
Because I'm assuming it's the receiver that converts the ammo type.
Yes, this is receiver who converts the ammo type. Yes.
Yeah, hold on, let me.
And fin barrel. Okay.
Yeah. And the other
the-
option is I give them a 9mm submachine gun with just an advanced receiver on it.
Excuse me. They'll take the 10 mil. You can keep the last pistol. They'll take the 10 and the rifle, and you have. Roll me.
Hold on, let me locate the last pistol and make sure that's out of my inventory.
No, you can keep that. They'll take the 10 and the rifle.
Oh, the 10mm pistol. Okay, then let me locate the 10mm. There it is. Okay.
Roll me. Roll me another. Roll me. Okay. Roll me 15 pit boys. Your intelligence
Can't roll
plus
that
your
many.
science. So you'll do 10 and then you'll do 5 more.
I can't just roll 15.
If it lets you. I didn't think it would. I thought it capped at 10. Okay, there you go. Okay. So out of all the parts that you get, you have 4 usable boards that probably can be used for the battle bus. 1, 2,
Oh,
3.
that's the capstones.
Those would be capstones, yes. 5 of them are absolute trash as you take the time out to look at them. The other 5 are, you can cobble together, but it'll be a repair intelligence roll to see if you can cobble together one board out of the other parts.
Okay, so I have 4 salvageable boards.
And then you know what? Make the roll now, and you will see if you get a 5th.
Okay, so repair.
Repair intelligence, yeah.
I don't think that's high enough.
No, that wasn't so. But you tried, but no, you managed to scavenge bits off of those, but yeah, you don't get anything. You can get 2 caps worth of scrap if as you find somebody else to sell them back to.
Yeah, perfectly fine. Paid for most of the drinks. Dinner last night.
Okay. Working your way through, past some food vendors selling, mole rat bits on a stick.
Iguana on a stick?
The mole rat bits? No.
Is it iguana? Do they have iguana on a stick?
They have rat on a stick.
Do they have iguana on a stick?
No iguana. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Because I would have asked them if they could show me the iguana that they use.
So, the three of you eventually make your way down past the more towards the center, past the center of town, and you work your way around up towards the merchant quarter, and start heading towards the gun shop. Nick, it is probably closer to noon. You continue your beauty rest, or would you like to get up and do something?
No, I think it's time to get up and cause some trouble.
Okay.
We never knew him.
Ray, do you go to check on Snake, or do you continue with the boys?
No, I'll hang out with Sam and Small.
Okay.
Probably safer that way.
So you come down. Whatever stew that they had is kind of it's there, but it's got like a little bit of a crust to it from just sitting there, on the on and off the fire. But there is food there for you, Snake, if you so desire. Fresh water,
I won't take water though.
Okay. To clean yourself up and go out to see what the world has in store for you.
Okay.
Yummy. But hey, water. Yep. And it's not on fire either.
Fire water is best water.
So you head up to the gun shop. Same, heavy stone building, light roof on top, so if it blows up, it blows out up instead of out. And step inside, you can hear somebody's like, "I'll be there with you in a minute."
I don't remember. Did we ever name the gunsmith?
No, we did not.
Okay.
Looking around, you can see behind or underneath wire mesh cages. There's a variety of different weapons. They range from some machine guns to 10mm pistols, couple shotguns, rifles. And make me a small guns intelligence roll.
I'm going to have to roll for hardness, am I?
No,
Yes.
unless you really want to.
He's in a gun store. It should be a default roll.
God, that's a really good roll.
Oh yeah, you're like, guys, give me a minute. I need a cigarette and a moment alone with this pile of rags. So you're looking around. You can see sitting in one of the cages off to the side is a multi-barrel heavy weapon,
Like a Gatling gun?
like a Gatling gun.
A Gatling gun. Great. Snake is not allowed to have that.
But
What?
you're looking, and it doesn't look like it takes 5mm.
10 millimeter?
You're not sure. You're not sure. At this distance, it's kind of like, from if it's kind of like walking into a gun shop now, and you're behind the counter and you're looking across the counter to what's behind there, but you can't really tell what you're looking at.
Even with four
Older gentleman
successes?
comes out and he's like, "Oh, yeah. How can I help you folks? What are you looking for?"
Just out of curiosity, what does Big Bertha on the table over there take?
He's looking. Yeah, and he points and he goes over and he takes jostles around with some key, opens it up, and he takes it down. You realize looking at it, it's 3 barrels instead of the normal 6.
Tri-barrel, got it.
It is chambered for 762.
That'll hurt. That'll go great on the battle bus.
Can't tell if it's been modded or not because it looks homemade. But what mods beyond the 762, you're not exactly sure. He shows you, and he's like 500 caps.
Hmm.
He
I've got
takes
some
it.
other, I've got some other guns if you're willing to barter.
Like, he stops and he scratches his chin. And he's looking like, "No, I can really use." He's like, "No, I can really use the caps."
Okay.
But it's been here for a while, so it'll still be here. Probably still be here. So if you ground them up enough.
Well, this is out of character, but Sam he can't afford it. It's just Sam won't be able to afford anything else.
I hear you. And that doesn't, there's no ammo included with that, so you're gonna have to
Yeah, I'd have to
belted
scrounge.
ammo too on top of that, or go back to the powder monks and try to get belted ammo.
Yeah.
Actually, it won't be belted; it'll be cloth.
So it'll be 762 and a cloth belt.
Yep.
I'm gonna make a note that this thing's here. From what he says, it's been here for a while, so we can hold out that it's still going to be here.
Yep. I will add it to the list.
I'm adding it to my list as well. And tri-barrel for the turret. That'll really make raiders think again.
Yep. The rest of you are looking around. There is a small cache of ammunition for sale. Is willing to sell.
Does he say what's in it or just ammunition?
So there is some 308, some 556, some shotgun shells. No 50 cal.
Typical.
There is some 9mm.
It sounds like a lot of stuff that we can use.
Yeah, it's mostly that. No power cells or anything like that. Yeah, no hand grenades.
What about 45?
I've got some 45.
As do I.
Sure you do.
Do you want it, Saval? I can just give it to you. I don't use it.
Yeah, I can take it.
I have 9 45 caliber rounds. And then in my next note, I wrote down 9 spare combat rounds, but I don't know what that means. I don't know what a combat round is.
Yeah, me.
So it's 45 no mods, 9 spare combat rounds. Does that mean it's 45 ammo? I wrote it down with 45.
You probably meant combat rifles.
I don't know, 9 spare combat rounds.
Yeah, they only would have.
Yeah, it was from our last game. John has 45 no mods, 9 spare combat rounds map showing something.
So 9 spare combat. Yeah, you probably only thing I can think of, it has to be combat rifles.
Okay.
So you can change the rounds to rifles. No
Okay.
mods, because that would, ammunition's not modded in that sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you for.
I have 101 45 ACP. Would you like some of it?
Sure.
I give some fall. 51 rounds of 45 ACP. Because that seems to be the only thing that Sam is capable of finding these days. Weird.
Yeah, weird.
But yeah, this ammunition stash, do we want to buy it? I say yes, because it sounds like a lot of stuff that we can use. You said there's 308, 10 millimeter, and shotgun shells in it?
There's 308, 5.56. There was 9 millimeter, not 10. But there was shotgun shells there, yes.
Yeah, that sounds like something we could use.
There's also 357. I believe that
357 Magnum.
would go with, I believe, with Miss Gray's rifle, or her new rifle. Oh, that was 44.
That's 44. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Okay, we'll make it 44 instead then.
Oh, thank you. I don't have a lot of that.
Okay. How much for the ammo stash?
Character open.
I'm assuming he wants caps.
Okay, let's figure out what we got here in the way of. So, this is the okay. So 9 millimeter. We're not gonna roll for.
Right.
This will be 308.
You need to make the roll.
Yep, that's what I'm doing. So there's 11 rounds of 308. So that's total. Sam, make me a barter charisma roll.
Barter charisma. Okay, yeah. Hey.
Okay. So he's not trying to rake you over the coals. So the next roll is for the shotgun shells. So right now it's, if you want to keep a running total, it's going to be cost. So it'll be 33 caps for the 308 total. It'll be 30 caps for the 10 shotgun shell rounds.
Hold on. So 38 for the 308.
33 for the 308. 30
33
for
for the 308.
30 for the shotgun.
And the shotgun is 12 gauge, right?
Shotgun is 12 gauge, yes.
Okay, just make sure. And anything else?
6 rounds for the 44. That is 18 caps for that. Don't want the 5.56 you said, so that's. You said for that.
I think I'm not getting the prices and amounts correct. So it's 33. So it's 11 rounds of 308.
11 rounds of 308 for 33 caps.
33 caps total. Okay.
10 shotgun shells for 30 caps. Only 6 44 Magnum rounds for 18 caps.
Okay. And were there any other types of rounds?
5 mil, which you didn't want.
Right.
357, which you said you didn't want.
Nope.
And I said no 50 cal, unfortunately.
Right. And no 10 millimeter.
The 10 millimeter. Hold on. Is 12.7. a small amount of 12.7 millimeter ammo.
There's what?
12.7 millimeter.
How many? 12.7?
I'm going to roll for that now. Go for your revolvers.
Mm-hmm.
$12 rounds of that.
The price.
24 caps.
Mm, 81. Yeah, I'm coming out to 105 caps total.
I'll hand you the 18 caps for the 44.
Okay, so
He's willing to trade for 2 of the combat rifles that you have, Miss Gray. The ammo.
all the ammo for the 2 combat rifles?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
pretty good.
shoot. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. Okay, so
Okay.
and I each get 612 of 12.7, I guess. I'll share the shotgun shells with Addie, so I guess make a note that she gets 5.
And it was how many 44s?
6.
6.
And for the 308, 4 to Addie, 4 to Saval, and 3 to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Snake, you're wandering through town. So you've gotten up, you've gotten something to drink. You can there's various food stalls selling stuff. Mole rat chunks on the stick. There's rad on a stick. A lot of things on the stick. So you're more than welcome to pick something up. It'll cost you 2 caps for whatever you want to buy.
I don't have any, so not an option.
Okay. Then you can always go to Jugs and see about getting a meal, if you wish. You are. You're looking through the various things that are being sold. Nothing really catches your eye. There's a couple close combat weapons, that look cool, but you're like, I got Excalibur, I got Ragnar axe, nothing that's like looks at it could step in to take that place.
Yeah.
You do see the shop that your Heckle and Jekyll were talking about. A little stall off to the side.
I'll swing over there.
Neither one of them are to be seen, but you can see Clyde sitting there behind the
Hey, wake up.
behind the table. He's got a wire brush, and he's kind of knocking the rust off of a shotgun.
So hey, not really looking for anything. Just thought I'd drop by and see what looked interesting.
Oh, okay. Oh, I appreciate that. Kind of tries to make small talk with you, and fails miserably. But you're looking around. You can see that there's a couple stacks of like pre-war money here and there. You can see that there's there is a cylinder similar to the one that you took out of the box that made you invisible.
Oh, what's that?
Dobson, he's like holding the wire brush, and he's like, he sits it back down, and he's looking. He's like, found them. I'm not good with, but I know we found them. Stops. He scratches his head. Found these abandoned building. The mountains. I know that. I remember that because it was getting a little agitated, and he stops. He's like, "Wait, like I know, I know." Don't think that's any good. I remember Jekyll saying something about saying that somebody might take it because what's written on it, but don't think that's any good. I can ask them when they come back. They went to get food, but I know we got it from the big building in the mountains.
It's no good. Like, what? Are you even selling it?
Oh yeah, I mean somebody can probably maybe take it apart, see if there's anything usable inside. We haven't tried. We usually try not to take I broke the last one that we got, so they don't want me to take. But yeah, but, we try to get it fixed, or people might try to take it and see what they can do with it.
I mean, I really don't have much to trade for it if it's not working anyway. I've got a little bit of pre-war money. I don't know if you're interested in that.
Yeah, we got some of that too.
If you did caps, how much caps are you looking for?
Ooh. Say 30 caps.
Interesting. 30 caps for something that maybe doesn't even work. I think I'm gonna pass, but I'll keep it in mind.
Okay.
How often do you find those things?
Oh, only if we go into the. Oh, we. I know. Well, when we go up to the house in the mountains, so I'm gonna say quite a bit.
Okay.
It might only be like one or two brought back at a time.
Okay. All right. So you could always get more too if you need some.
Yeah.
All right. I still haven't even figured out what they do. Do you have any idea?
Oh.
So you have a thing that's broken and you don't know what it does.
But you can ask them when they get back.
I probably will. When do they get back?
They went to get something to eat.
All right, I'll swing by later.
Okay.
All right, I'll wander out from here now.
Okay. He goes back to breaking rust off of a pump shotgun.
Okay.
Hit all the highlights of the place. So, what does the group want to do? It is late afternoon at this. So,
I think C2 and I are gonna go back and take a nap.
okay.
It was hard getting up. We're pretty tired just from that.
I hear you. I hear you. So, you guys head back. So you head back. Sam, Saval, and Miss Gray. What are the three of you doing?
And I wouldn't mind stopping by docks just to see what I can, fill back up on.
Okay. Okay, so you head up to there. The two of you have any tagging along, or just
Yeah, I'll tag along.
okay?
Do we see Snake at all?
I tag along as well. Just realized microphone's you.
Actually, do briefly. He's heading back into. It looks like he was out and about and is heading back into the through the gate into the merchants' encampment, or the where the merchants' building is.
Okay. Well, I assume they're going back to take a nap. It's probably hard work getting up.
Very perceptive.
If Gray knows Snake, and I think she does, he is exhausted from sleeping.
Takes a lot out of you. A lot of work to keep
Yeah.
your eyes closed and stop thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you walk in the docks. Place is clean. It's got that antiseptic, alcohol smell to it. You see a young woman come out, dressed in typical candy stripers. I'm not a whore type of outfit. And she kind of looks at you and she's like, "Oh, hey Doc, we got customers." Sleeping. You might not have heard me. You need me to wake the Doc up?
Me? No.
Okay.
And, I'll take my helmet off at this point.
He's looking at you. So, you don't look hurt. What's wrong?
No, I'm not hurt. I was just seeing if you guys have any spare supplies, I could take off your hands.
Oh, okay. She was looking around. She's like, well, I got a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Is there anything in particular you're looking for? Got some Radaway. We got some antiseptic. They found some antibiotics. Think are still good. Got some buff out, some stim packs.
Sims.
Sims definitely.
Make me a charisma barter roll. So Sims, well, we can take trade or caps. They're 50 each. And they're not diluted. These are full strength stims.
Hmm.
Yeah. Pay for it.
We take a pair of toy pistols.
Take a pair of what pistol? What kind?
Toy pistols. Yes, I am still carrying those around.
They'll take. Willing to trade you one stim pack for both the pistols.
Hallelujah! I finally got rid of these things. But yes, I will take one sim pack for both the toy pistols.
Okay.
Okay. Then I will pay 50 for the other.
Okay. So she takes the caps and she opens up a lock box and she dumps them in. She locks the drawer and then locks the cabinet that the drawer's in. She's like,
Actually, instead of paying 50, how about some jet?
like oh, the only oddball. Sorry, the only non-medicinal chems that we have is buff out.
Darn. Okay. Yeah, never mind then.
Oh, we got some mentats. I think they're orange.
Ooh. How much for the orange mentats? Or, well, do the syntax first.
The mentats are 50 caps also.
50 caps also. Mm.
Orange mentats, the bonuses reduces the difficulty of perception test by 2, and you can do an A minor action, letting you roll 1 additional d20.
I'm gonna go ahead and pay for them.
I was gonna say that's on you.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't need mentats, but like orange mentats. The orange ones are the best ones.
Yeah.
So +2 to perception, and aiming gives extra dice.
Yeah, you can do an A minor action lets you re-roll 1 additional d20.
Oh, gives an okay. Let's you reroll a d20.
Yes.
Yeah, those might not be a bad idea to pop at some point.
So she's chatting. So she's like, so I get off, work at, first bell if you interested in grabbing a bite to eat or something.
She's flirting with Saval.
Mhm.
Okay.
Did you ask that out loud? Is she flirting?
No. I'm asking that out of character.
Okay.
And I assumed that it was clear that I was asking that out of character, but if you want me to specify, it was out of character.
Okay.
Do you need to specify? Do you need me to specify that it was out of character?
Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't sure. I figured it could go either way with Sam.
I will now say something in the character of C2.
That's too many merps for C2. C2's way more succinct than that. Better.
But yeah, I'll nod and I'll meet up with her later.
Okay.
I'll catch you later. Thumbs up.
I'll just say thank you for the help, and I'll put my helmet back on and walk out.
Thank you for your service, citizen.
We will be coming back to requisition everything else. Including you. Everyone must serve.
Okay. Yeah, Saval kind of like, goes all, robot on, puts his helmet on, beep bop boop, and heads on out. So, so you're looking around, and you see John coming over, in your general. He's leaving the main building, the one built into the mine, and he's heading in your general direction. especially once he sees you.
John
Ah.
is in Maggie's brother?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, glad I found you. So, what I understand, talking with the Baroness, she said that you guys are going to take the you're going to take the package back to the Germantown. Is that correct?
Right.
Correct.
We haven't loaded up. I don't know when you guys were planning on heading that way, but it is ready to go anytime that you guys are. I can get it over to you. Get it over to you now, or I again, you guys tell me. I don't know what's going on. She only told me what she told me.
Yes, I will let you know when we are headed out of town. We'll give you plenty of notice
Okay.
so that you can get ready.
Cool. Very good. Very good. So, okay. We've gotten all the water unloaded, and the ramen will come in handy for here. I appreciate you, that, and then you'll just have to let us know. No rush. You'll just have to let us know when you're willing to what you need for the way of supplies.
Yeah, so I will tell him that I negotiated with Jugs in exchange for the Brahmin and a food to get us back.
Mhm.
If he could load that up too and have that ready when we,
And water. We also negotiated water.
yeah, including water. If he could include that too when we, when he packs up the wagon or whatever.
Oh, no problem. No problem. So there'll be no issue getting any of that stuff. You'll have it all be made available to you. Figure out what that is in that point in time. So, okay. So the rest of the time is yours. So, Saval, you have a very lovely evening. Nurse Bobby. Make me be a speech charisma roll.
Before he goes on his date, Sam tells him that if he needs the room, to remember to put a sock on the doorknob.
I would do it, whether he needs it or not. Ooh.
Yes, but Sam just wants to know whether or not he needs to find other lodgings.
He's not gonna need the sign with that.
Do you wish to re-roll that?
Yes.
Okay.
This night's going nowhere.
No, with that roll, she probably tries to kill him.
Much better.
Okay.
And so long as she disposes of the body properly, nobody will ever know.
Nobody will ever know. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're so supportive. Yeah.
If you slice him in the jugular, he'll bleed out faster.
And then if you chop him up into little pieces and throw him into the toxic pit, nobody will ever find the body.
Do you want to borrow my knife?
You might need something a little bigger than that.
These two have thought about this way too much.
You've never had thoughts about how you would dispose of a body? You've never gone through that thought exercise. Okay.
We're talking about real life or
Yes.
no?
No.
No.
Must be an engineer thing then.
Sorry to disappoint you. psychopath.
Great.
It's an interesting date. Two of you end up talking a lot of shop, and just like Snake did, you end up closing down Jugs. Unfortunately, it doesn't go any further than that. It does let you walk her back to her hovel, but beyond that, other than a peck on the cheek, you're like you're able to. There is food served at the. That's enough to rouse you from your slumber. But there is food that's served at the merchants. You manage to keep C2 away from it because you realize that unless he's going to be a cannibal, but it is mole rat.
Oh, yeah, that's probably not a good
I
idea.
think C2's seen mole rat before. So what's the big issue?
Well, it's
Potato-
cooked.
Potato motato. So
That's one
Exactly.
thing. No, I'll go back to Jugs. Hopefully, I'll get a better deal there.
you do. There's meal there also. You can see that the group is there. Saval's off on a table by himself. But he has. Yeah, there's a young lady with him, and you can see Sam and Miss Gray. You've all seen Sally Sue briefly, or to get some alcohol and then disappear again.
Typical.
So you're able to, there's a spot at the table where they're sitting if you so desire.
What with everyone else?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Catch up on what happened in the day.
Guys, so they've been to the gun shop. They've bought some ammo. Do you share with them anything about the power cell that you came?
Yeah, I'll ask them if they've ever seen anything like it and try to describe it.
Yeah, make an intelligence science roll. Actually, anybody with any points in science can make an intelligence.
Okay.
Only Sam has points in science. I don't. I don't know. Okay.
do. I definitely do not.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Saval.
Savaldo too. Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
That's what's on date.
Yeah, that's true. But
No,
you know what? I
alright.
said anybody, so you know what? That's fine. So Sam, you've those cells in your travels. Most of them were drained from what your ability to test them were, but they don't fit any normal because they don't fit any normal weapon. It isn't something you're like I know what it is. I'll worry about it type of deal. So kind of odd that he's asking.
Yeah, rather odd that he's asking, but yeah. It's
No.
nice.
I want to get one.
Why?
That's cool.
What will you use it for? They don't fit any tech or gear that we have.
I mean, I have a lot of things that I don't use. I think the picture's cool.
It's a power cell. It looks
Um,
like almost any other power cell, just a bit bigger or smaller than others.
Yes, I have been wondering. Well, with like nipple clips plus that thing, what maybe that leads to?
Burning off your nipples.
What
You
if
want
it's
to
just
burn? So your intention for this power cell is to burn off your nipples.
maybe just tingle?
Listen, this thing, from what I can tell, is
You
built
see the
for
wait
rapid
staff, they
discharge.
come over, they're like about to drop stuff off, and they just turn around and walk away.
Listen, this power cell, from what I can tell, is rapid discharge. It will burn off your nipples.
Alright, well, I still want one.
Okay, just don't bother Saval when you burn off your nipples.
Then
I
worse.
don't think he wants to deal with that.
I'm gonna go over to the bar and pick up the food myself and carry it back to the table.
You don't want to sit here and talk about snakes burning nipples.
No, I'm just hungry.
Oh.
You know, the person standing there and is like,
I just
"What is your
shake my head.
what's that problem? You're talking about burning nipples off."
Yeah,
she
it's
kind
a,
of just looks at you and she's like,
it's a whole kink that they have.
do you need help? I can get you out of here.
Would you believe they're twins?
Oh God, no.
Yeah, so I'll just take this table.
Like she hands you the food and she's like, okay, yeah. It's like, but if you need help, just let me know. Yeah. You see, Gray comes back over and kind of puts the food down on the table. So you're discussing the finer points of self mutilation, and the day passes into night. Night
Wonderful
passes into
conversation
the
for
next day.
for dinner. Wonderful conversation at the dinner table. Just want to point that out.
Yes.
Mhm.
Uh,
There's can't make this shit up. Um, yes.
even though I literally just did. Great.
So we'll begin. We'll begin with the next day. Everybody goes back to their respective spots. Sam, you leave Saval still chatting with Bobby, and night passes into day, as I said. Saval at some point in time came back and crawled into bed.
Do we want to leave on this day because we don't really have anything else that's keeping us in town?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so first thing in the morning, I'm going to send a message to that guy to let him know
Okay.
that we'll be leaving shortly.
John, John comes and finds you, greets you, and he's like, he's able to provide with however much. Sorry, I shouldn't say that. Able to provide you with 3 weeks each of various, dried rations. Whole rat jerky or radroach jerky. He's able to provide you with some stew material in the sense of the vegetables and such that you would just add water and heat to get it back going again. 2 full barrels of water are provided to you, which is enough for 3 weeks per person. And again, whatever water that you guys have is still good. Whatever food that you have, other than the stuff that you got from Oakallville, most of it has started to go.
The generic food is probably
You have of the generic food, you have enough for 1 day per person, and that is the last of the canned food that you got from the lady selling you FUD.
Okay, so 1 day of canned. Yeah, we definitely have enough food to get back to.
in town.
Yeah. Yeah.
Beyond that, everything else is would have to be replaced. Now, the food that you still have from Oakville, that is still it's good. It's not the best at this point in time, but it's still good.
We should probably focus on eating that first, then, if it's starting to go, just to make sure that we use it rather than losing it.
Okay.
Before we head out too, I'm gonna drag Sam along back to the merchant quarters to look for battery.
Why?
I already explained this.
Why do you need it though?
Or, well, maybe it is a need. But anyway, I want to know if it'll work.
Working what?
Well, if it has a charge.
Why?
Okay, so Gray, you
You're not seriously thinking about burning off your nipples, are you?
Snake just looks at him.
And I cannot recommend taking this thing rectally. That will not end well either.
nobody was wow. Okay, that just took a complete and totally different turn.
Yeah, that came full circle. For her.
You're welcome.
I'm just gonna say, you melted down the last butt plug I gave you for scrap.
Because I didn't need it. I already had one.
Yeah, the two of you get into lots of stuff. Okay.
Keep
Okay.
digging that hole.
Yep. Yeah, people are just like giving you wide berth as you're arguing in the street. They're family, somebody says. Oh, okay.
Let's see, how weird can we make
That
this?
doesn't really make any difference, does it? No.
Does that make it weirder?
Yes, how
I
weird
thought
can...
maybe they were like together.
Yeah, how weird can we make it before they actually kick us out of this element?
Can I come up behind them and sort of grab each of them by like the ears?
Well,
You know,
I'm
kinda like
trying to get
parents will
away.
do.
Snake's the one who's dragging me towards the merchant quarter.
Yes, so I'm going to come up, grab each of you by the ear, and drag you to the merchant quarter so that you can help Snake figure out.
Oh, great.
So the-
His
okay,
battery.
so
If it
the
turns
three of you
on
are
or
standing
whatever.
there, and you see it was the people that Snake was talking to. So they're man and woman, and then another guy. You see he's pretty much taking the blue and any rust off of a shotgun.
You're gonna ruin it. You're removing the finish.
He stops and he looks at you. Shotgun. Yeah, the man speaks up and he's like, hey, how's it going? So, yeah, Clyde said you came by the shop yesterday.
Yeah. He had the thing with the, I don't know, the cool picture on it.
Yeah. He picks it up and it's a cylinder, skinny like a Red Bull can, maybe like the equivalent of like 1.5 Red Bulls in length. You can see again. You can read. Both of you. You can't read what's written here.
What's it say, Sam?
It's not in a language that I understand.
Nope.
What's it do? I asked the merchant.
Uh, excuse me. It's a power cell for
Something.
item.
Does it have a charge? Because the guy yesterday said he thought it was drained.
He kind of looks at Clyde. Clyde's like, looks back at him, smiles like one of those weird all teeth and gum kind of smile. Goes back, reaches over, grabs something else, and starts taking the wire brush to it. Different thing, not the shotgun. Like I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if this or the when he pulls another one up and sits it down. I don't know if either one of these has a charge on it.
Okay. Snake pulls out some nipple clips.
You're doing this right now.
He's got to test it out.
Shucks that
I
strips out of his armor, so he's just standing there bare chested. They're all looking at him. You can see
I think
Jekyll.
this should be a cliffhanger. I think this should be till next week.
We're gonna bring it to a stop here.
And then
Jekyll-
Addie will
Jekyll
join
kinda
us. Addie
So you're-
comes back.
Oh, it'll be so weird for her. Oh.
It'll probably be. I gotta get new friends. So the Jekyll kind of looks over, looks up, and kind of stops, and she's like, mouth agape, as they kind of like, which way to the gun show? And
I look at Snake and I say, "Are we seriously going to do this here?"
Yes.
oh, he's already got the one of the things in his hand, and he's got one of the clips attached to it. And tune in next time, folks, to see what happens in the Sam and Snake show.
Nice.
Ah,
Oh God!
over to you, Sam.
This broadcast of As the Wasteland Burns was brought to you by Galaxy News Radio and our sponsors at Vault-Tec. Now with the new nipple burning experience.
The electrified nipple clips.
Just remember, kids, he's not a professional. Don't try this at home.
Stay in
Please
school.
don't.